From Silver Panther 2312. The name India itself was given by Britishers, else the land was always called Bharat, Hind, Hindustan, etc. Moreover, for centuries there were wars and battles among kingdoms and empires of Indo-Pak subcontinent even before Islam. So the theory of India being a huge country comprising of its smaller neighbors also seems weak. You can't draw parallels between India and Israel this way, unquote. No, I completely disagree with that. India, in 1946, included all of what is today Pakistan and all of what is today Bangladesh. It was one nation. The British carved out Pakistan and Bangladesh, or actually carved out East Pakistan, West Pakistan. Eventually Bangladesh was created eventually later in 1971 in the Civil War between East and West Pakistan. But India was always one nation. Pakistan has no right to exist. Pakistan is part of India. Pakistan is a Muslim terrorist country, and India should get rid of that Muslim terrorist Osama bin Laden supporting country. India would do the world a tremendous favor if that country was under the control of India once again. Let's hope, God willing, that happens. And now, from Hansikelo, the Albanian Muslims want to destroy Israel and Greece. This is pathetic. If the Albanians wanted to destroy Greece, they would be the first to start even bigger protests and spread chaos, but they don't want Greece to be worse than it already is. And how do Albanian Muslims want to destroy Israel? This is just excrement. If you don't see the last visit of Lieberman in Albania, you'd know for what kind of destruction it is being talked about. BS, head-to-toe BS, unquote. The Albanian Muslim Nazis have an organization called the Kosovo Liberation, the Kosovo Liberation Army, KLA. The KLA is a terrorist organization that has support of all the other terrorist organizations in the Muslim world. The KLA works together with Al-Qaeda and Fatah and Ashaf, the PLO, Hamas, Hezbollah, and numerous other terrorist organizations. The Arab Muslim Nazis worked together and formed SS units together with the German Nazis during World War II when the German Nazis invaded Greece, when the German Nazis murdered 6 million Jews. So we already know what the history is of the Albanian Muslims. The Albanian Muslims are enemies of Israel and of Greece, of Jews and of Christians. Muslim countries like Albania, Kosovo, and Bosnia are a danger to the survival of Western civilization. And that is the truth. They support Islamic terrorism. They support the spread of Islam. The Albanian Muslims are the biggest drug pushers and the biggest runners of prostitution and human slave trade in Europe. They trade women like slaves. The Albanian Muslims are doing that. Organized crime has been taken over by Albanian Muslims all over Europe, in many different countries all over Europe. So don't come to us with these little stories, okay? We weren't born yesterday. We know exactly what's going on, and we know exactly why it is in our interest to support the Serbs and the Greeks against the Albanian Muslim Nazis and the Bosnian Muslim Nazis. And now we go on to Insane Crow, who writes, and I quote, "A lot of Croatians were fighting against Hitler too. They were under the banner of Yugoslavia partisans, but there was the Chechniks who despised the idea of united Yugoslavia. They believed in a greater Serbia just as the Ustasha did with Croatia. This is a classic case of the pot calling the kettle black," unquote. Baloney. Baloney. The Croats, like Marshal Tito, who fought in what you call the partisans, were communists. Thank you very much, but we don't like communists either. And the other Croats were outright Nazis Croatia was an outright Nazi country that fought with Nazi Germany. You murdered over 1 million innocent Serb men, women, and children. You ran Nazi concentration camps where you poisoned thousands of Serb babies. You murdered 90,000 Yugoslav Jews. You don't think we Jews know who our murderers are? 90,000 Yugoslav Jews were murdered by you. The Serbs did not murder Jews, did not hurt Jews. They fought loyally against the Nazis and fought loyally on the side of the United States and other allied countries in World War II and in World War I. So you're the one you're the classic case of the pot calling the kettle black.